The music industry, a dazzling spectacle, glitz, glamour, fame, a realm where dreams are made and fortunes are lost. At the heart of this empire, a man who needs no introduction, P. Diddy, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, a name synonymous with success. He sold millions of records, built $1 billion empire, but behind the blinding lights lies a darker truth, a truth whispered in hushed tones, a truth shrouded in fear and controversy. This is the story behind the music. This is a story of ambition, of power, and the price of fame. A world where loyalty is tested and enemies are made. We'll delve into the heart of his empire, uncover the alleged crimes, and expose the power plays that built a legend. Get ready, because the truth is about to be revealed. The year is 1997. The notorious Big is tragically gunned down. His death sends shockwaves through the music industry and casts a shadow over Diddy's rising empire. Whispers of rivalries and feuds, of a darker side to the music business. Some say Biggie's death was a targeted hit, a casualty of the East Coast-West Coast rap war. Diddy becomes a figure of suspicion, but the truth remains elusive. This is just the beginning. Sean Combs, born in Harlem, New York. He dreamed of a life beyond the streets. Music was his escape, his passion. He started as an intern at Uptown Records. His hustle was undeniable. In 1993, he launched Bad Boy Records and found the perfect artist, the notorious Big, together. They took the music world by storm. Bad Boy Records became synonymous with success. Sean Puffy Combs, now P. Diddy. He wasn't just making music, he was building an image, a brand. He understood the power of presentation, of spectacle. He cultivated an aura of luxury, of extravagance. Parties at his lavish mansion became legendary. Champagne flowed freely. Diamonds sparkled under the chandeliers. Diddy knew how to make a statement, and the statement was clear. He had arrived. He wasn't just a producer. He wasn't just a rapper. He was a tastemaker, a trendsetter. He was the party. And everyone wanted an invitation. But beneath the surface of champagne wishes and caviar dreams, a different story was brewing, a story of ambition, of ruthlessness, and the lengths one man would go to protect his empire. Success in the music industry is about more than just talent. It's about money, power, and the influence that comes with it. As Diddy's empire grew, so did his wealth, and with it a new set of rules. He diversified his portfolio, venturing into clothing lines, restaurants, and even vodka. Sean John Kirrock. His name became a brand synonymous with success, but every empire has its enemies, and Diddy was making his fair share. Rumors of financial disputes began to surface, of artists feeling cheated, of shady business dealings happening behind closed doors. Whispers turned to accusations. Diddy, however, remained unfazed. He brushed off the allegations as nothing more than jealousy and envy, but the whispers refused to die down. Diddy had a vision to create an empire that extended far beyond music. He invested in fashion, launching his Sean John clothing line. It was a gamble, a risky move. But Diddy had a knack for defying expectations. Sean John became a sensation, a symbol of urban streetwear and aspiration. Celebrities flocked to wear his designs. Awards lined his shelves. He proved his critics wrong. But success, it seemed, came at a cost. Allegations of sweatshop labor surfaced, of workers exploited for their craft, of profits placed above people. Diddy denied the claims, but the damage was done. The cracks in his carefully constructed image were beginning to show. P. Diddy had reached the pinnacle of success. His name was synonymous with wealth, power, and influence, but the higher he climbed, the further he seemed to fall. The whispers of controversy grew louder, the allegations more serious. He was accused of violence, of intimidation, of using his power to silence his critics. The streets he had escaped from seemed to be calling him back. The line between his public persona and his private life blurred. Was he a ruthless businessman, willing to do whatever it took to protect his empire? Or was he a victim of his own success, targeted by those who envied his rise to the top? The truth, as always, lay somewhere in the shadows. December 27th, 1999. The air crackled with anticipation. Club New York, a hotspot for the city's elite. P. Diddy, at the height of his fame, was hosting a party. Music thumped, drinks flowed. But beneath the veneer of glamour, tension simmered. An argument erupted, words exchanged, tempers flared. Then the unthinkable. Gunshots. Panic seized the club. Screams filled the air as people scrambled for safety. Amidst the chaos, 3 people lay wounded. This wasn't just another night in New York City. This was about to become a national headline, and P. Diddy was at the center of it all. The investigation began. Witnesses were questioned, evidence was gathered, and the finger of suspicion pointed towards Diddy and his entourage. The charges were serious: attempted murder, criminal possession of a weapon. The world watched, captivated, as the drama unfolded. The media frenzy was relentless. Cameras flashed. Reporters swarmed. Diddy, accompanied by his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, surrendered to the police. He maintained his innocence, claiming he was a bystander caught in a bad situation. But the prosecution painted a different picture. They alleged Diddy had fired a weapon inside the club, endangering the lives of everyone present. The trial became a media circus. Testimonies were scrutinized, evidence debated. The world held its breath. The weight of the accusations was heavy. Attempted murder carried a potential sentence of 25 years to life. Diddy's future, once so bright, now hung precariously in the balance. The jury's decision would have far-reaching consequences, not just for Diddy, but for the future of his empire. The trial dragged on for weeks. The prosecution presented their case, alleging Diddy's involvement in the shooting and attempting to establish a pattern of violence surrounding him. Witnesses, some hesitant, others more assured, recounted the events of that fateful night. The defense fought back, attempting to discredit witnesses and poke holes in the prosecution's narrative. The pressure mounted. Diddy's fate rested in the hands of 12 jurors. Days turned into weeks as they deliberated. The tension was palpable. Then, the verdict. Not guilty on all charges. A collective gasp swept through the courtroom. Diddy was free. But the ordeal had taken its toll. His reputation was tarnished. The whispers grew louder. Was justice served? Or had power and influence tipped the scales? The questions lingered, casting a long shadow over Diddy's victory. The Club New York incident left an indelible mark on P. Diddy's career. Though acquitted, he was forever linked to the violence that had transpired that night. The whispers of doubt persisted. Had he used his influence to escape justice? Had he truly changed? He attempted to move on, to rebuild his image. He focused on his business ventures, expanding his empire and diversifying his portfolio. He engaged in philanthropy, giving back to the community and attempting to use his platform for good. But the shadow of the past loomed large. The Club New York incident became a turning point. It marked the beginning of a period of increased scrutiny and controversy for P. Diddy. While he continued to achieve success in business and music, the incident served as a constant reminder of the dark side of fame and the price of power. The question remained, could he outrun his past? The unsolved murder of Christopher Wallace, the notorious Big, haunts the music industry. Conspiracy theories abound, whispers swirling around P. Diddy. Some believe Biggie's death was retaliation for Tupac Shakur's murder. Diddy faced accusations of negligence, failing to provide security. The pain of losing Biggie was evident, fueling suspicion. Questions about Biggie's death cast a long shadow over Diddy's empire. The East Coast and West Coast hip-hop rivalry peaked in the 1990s, fueled by tension between Bad Boy Records, led by P. Diddy, and Death Row Records, headed by Suge Knight. The media escalated the rivalry into a dangerous game, with diss tracks, public insults and alleged violence. The feud had dire consequences, culminating in the deaths of Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. These tragedies shook the music world. The Lox, a talented hip-hop trio signed to Bad Boy Records, found themselves at odds with Diddy's creative vision for their music. They yearned for more creative control, a desire that clashed with Diddy's tight grip on his artist's image and sound. This clash of visions led to a very public and acrimonious split. The Lox accused Diddy of stifling their creativity and limiting their growth by pushing a more commercial sound. They claimed he prioritized profits over their artistic integrity, leading to a bitter contract dispute that played out in the media. The Lox's struggle highlighted the challenges faced by artists signed to powerful labels and the often unequal power dynamic that exists. It raised questions about artistic freedom, the price of loyalty, and the compromises artists are sometimes forced to make in the pursuit of success. The Lox's battle for creative control serves as a cautionary tale about the complexities of the music industry, reminding aspiring artists of the importance of protecting their artistic vision and the potential cost of fame. P. Diddy, despite his success and philanthropy, has been dogged by accusations of violence and intimidation. Several incidents, both alleged and confirmed, paint a picture of aggression and force. From altercations to accusations of assault, Diddy's history raises questions about his character. These accusations have contributed to a difficult narrative to ignore. Despite the accusations, the controversies, the whispers, P. Diddy remained standing. Like a prize fighter absorbing blow after blow, he refused to be knocked down. He earned a nickname, the Teflon Don. Nothing seemed to stick. Charges were dropped, lawsuits settled. His empire, though shaken, remained intact. Was it his charisma, his wealth, or his undeniable influence? Whatever the reason, Diddy seemed to operate under a different set of rules. He was a master of reinvention, always able to bounce back from scandal with his image largely unscathed. He weathered the storms, emerging time and time again, seemingly stronger, his grip on the music industry tighter than ever. But at what cost? Did his Teflon exterior hide a darker truth? Did the ends justify the means? The questions lingered, even as his star continued to rise. The world watched, fascinated and appalled, as P. Diddy played the game of fame and fortune, pushing the boundaries, testing the limits of his invincibility. Years passed, the music industry evolved, but the whispers never truly faded. P. Diddy, the once untouchable icon, began to face a reckoning. The Teflon had begun to chip. The allegations, once dismissed as mere gossip, took on a new weight in the era of Hash Me Too and increased scrutiny of powerful men. The public's perception shifted. The narratives surrounding his empire, once focused on success and extravagance, now included a darker undercurrent. Articles explored the alleged abuses of power, the exploitation, the silenced voices. His carefully crafted image began to crack under the pressure. Diddy, once celebrated for his business acumen and cultural influence, now faced accusations of perpetuating a toxic culture within his empire. The accusations of violence, of intimidation, of silencing dissent, once brushed aside, now cast a long shadow over his achievements. The Teflon Don was no longer immune. The world was watching, and this time they were demanding answers. The question was, would he listen? P. Diddy's story is not unique. It is a microcosm of a larger problem within the music industry. Exploitation is masked as opportunity. Silence is enforced through fear. The industry has often turned a blind eye. Social media has provided a platform for survivors. They demand justice. The industry is now forced to confront its demons. No longer can powerful individuals hide. The music industry is at a crossroads. It can choose to evolve. The time for change is now. What will be P. Diddy's legacy? Will he be remembered as a visionary entrepreneur, a musical icon, a cultural force? Or will his story be forever tainted by the allegations, the whispers, the shadows that have followed him throughout his career? The answer, perhaps, lies in his own hands. Will he use his platform to address the accusations head-on, to acknowledge the pain he has caused, to become a voice for change within the industry he helped build? Or will he retreat further into silence, allowing the whispers to define his narrative? P. Diddy's story is a cautionary tale about the seductive nature of fame, the intoxicating allure of power, and the dangerous consequences of unchecked ambition. It is a story that forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about the music industry, about ourselves, and about the price we are willing to pay for success. The music stops, the lights fade, the curtain falls, but the questions linger, and the story, like the beat, goes on. P. Diddy's story is a melody of ambition, power, and the price of fame. From Harlem to the heights of the music industry, his journey is a testament to extraordinary success. He built an empire on beats and rhymes, but his story is punctuated by controversy and doubt. Can we separate the art from the artist? The beat goes on, a relentless reminder of the price of fame.